Vince Lombardi said once, the real glory is being knocked down to your knees and then coming back up. That is the real glory. That is the essence of it. Madame Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests of honor, first of all, I want to start by acknowledging all of you for being here today. I know it takes a lot of courage, a lot of commitment for you to put aside business, family, time with the spouse, with your children. And I commend you for being here today. I will tell you a story about my friend Marco, who wants to get his life back. I met my friend Marco back in September of 2004 at a dealership in Orange County. Let me just describe a bit the environment of a dealership, auto dealership. And I know that because I've been almost through every dealership, anywhere from Orange County to LA and to San Fernando Valley. So I know a little bit about the sales environment. When the weekend comes in, there is a quota that needs to be met, no matter what. The general manager gives the order to the sales manager, and the sales manager enforces it with the sales force. And let me tell you, when everything goes right, the way it's supposed to be, the way they said, oh, we cannot wait for the Monday meeting morning, for our meeting on Monday morning, because bonuses are going to be given to the top achievers, a lot of round of applauses for the top performance, and everybody is going to be almost jumping up and down of excitement because we have such a great weekend. Oh no, but let me tell you something. If the things were not the way the sales manager expected to go, you didn't want to be there. I'm telling you right now. There was going to be yelling. And oh my God, let me just tell you this. You better not show up. If the meeting starts at 8 o'clock, you better not show up 1 second late, because you might get fired right at the spot. Especially if you didn't sell anything you didn't do. With this, I hope I'm trying to explain to you how tense, how stressful the situation might be. Because what happened? You came in on Friday morning, you didn't see your family, you get home about 10 o'clock, you wake up and you went early to work all Saturday, and then Sunday again. So you were on an adrenaline rush, like Michael said, for 3 days in a row. Can you imagine? 3 days in a row. And then you show up, you know, almost half asleep in the morning, and then you are going to get beat up. I still remember, I still get adrenaline rush. The point I'm trying to be here is that a sales manager is the person who enforces to make sure that every single person does their job. And every single sales manager that I had the opportunity to meet, I'm going to tell you, was not really nice and friendly. But here's the thing about my friend Marco. Marco was a sales manager. He was very friendly, and what really got my attention, that when someday a family came into the dealership, a Mexican family, Latino family, and Latinos, we are sometimes kind of hard to believe in someone else. And he was the desk manager. Desk manager don't go on the floor, don't go drive cars around, don't go and do a lot of things that are just left to the salespeople. But what really surprised me is that he went down, he was on his desk, sitting, just pretending like he was doing something on the computer. He probably was playing something else, but He went down, he went out of his way to see this family and show them a car and send them to drive it. When they came back, he already had the numbers, he sit down with them, and in 15 minutes, they were already purchased the car of their dreams. So to me, that was really, really exciting and really interesting. I'm going to tell you another characteristic of my friend Marco. We always have people coming and asking for him. It's really strange because all the sales managers go from one dealership to another dealership to another dealership, so you never find any sales manager. But my friend Marco had people coming and ask for him. And why? I started wondering why. The reason was he was very friendly. He treated every single person like they know them forever. So that's probably why my friend Marco was always getting a lot of referrals. People loved him. Suddenly, I saw my friend Marco not working at a dealership, and then we realized that he was trying to get into the mortgage business. Long story short, he had a lot of friends who work in the mortgage industry, so he got a job. As soon as I knew he was in the mortgage business, I jumped in and I said, Marco, how can I help you? Well, it took me like 2 months to be chasing him around until I finally got him tired and he hired me. That persistence. Sometimes we got to be persistent. When we were working at this mortgage industry, the Marco I knew was completely different. Completely different. At meetings, he was yelling at us. He was always stressed. He didn't look happy no more. He wasn't smiling no more. He was, even though he was making a lot of money, a lot more money than he used to do at the dealership, he was not happy. So I couldn't wait to see what was going on with his life. So I realized that he was going through a divorce. He started using drugs. His father passed away. A lot of things happened to his life. And I feel sorry for him because he was being such a great friend to me. Finally, I get a phone call about 30 days ago that he was really in bad shape. He was gaining a lot of weight and he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. It was really hard for me to accept that because that was not the friend I knew before. Finally, I get a phone call this weekend. And here's what my friend Marco said. I am being told by my doctor, if I keep eating the way I'm doing right now, in 5 years I'm going to be in a wheelchair. I bought a camera, he said, and I'm going to record the way I'm going to get my life back. And he said he was going to look for talk shows like Oprah and some other shows so he can show the world that he can be something else. Here's the lessons to be learned. I know there is the red sign there. I can see it. 2 things. One is that no matter how many times you get knocked down by life, is that doesn't matter how hard life knocks you down. There is always a way to get your life back. And number 2, and to finish my presentation, you don't have to wait until your doctor tells you that you're going to die. You can do that change right at this moment. Madam Toastmaster.
Jose is one of our new members, and he is already stepping up to the plate and making inroads into communication for our club. And now we will have the we are going to have a break for about 10 minutes. Pardon me? 5 minutes? 5-minute break. Do we have any? Oh, goodies. Okay. We're gonna have a break for about 5 minutes. The restrooms are around the corner here. If you need to run to the restroom, we have water over here. You're welcome to water. And it was too hot to bake any muffins.